I think anybody can do this. It's
I'm
inexpensive.
about to
It's
cut
easy to
this
do.
interview off and can't delete this thing. I don't have too many people taking our money here, Kev.
So I came up with this little idea to just give something away for free. I have a significant amount less stress. I think one of the very first ones I gave away, I gave it to the owner. She got out a pen and paper and started writing down all the stuff she needs. Her alone has made me over $80,000
Jeez.
just from her. If you have a day job, this is a perfect side hustle. I'm just an average Joe.
Hi, I'm Jake Lorraine with the High Response Marketing Podcast. I've got a special guest today by popular request, and Kevin Dyke, who's the stay-at-home dad. If you caught that video before, it's amazing. He lives in Massachusetts. He's a stay-at-home dad. He's been doing 9x12 postcard marketing. He's been doing also, he sells print, but he's made a side hustle into a pretty big, like basically a career. He gives away these things. I'll show you in a second. He gives them away, and you won't believe how much he's made just in the last year from giving these things away. So it's perfect for anyone that's nervous, that's fearful of rejection. This is what you need. This is like perfect for that. I'm gonna bring him up here. Where's Kevin? Where's my man Kevin? Kevin, you're on. You're
Hey, how you
live.
doing?
You've been telling me about this for a while, and the number keeps getting bigger because you keep doing this.
Well, yeah, I keep doing it.
Yeah, because of like 6 months ago, you're telling me, it's at whatever, and now you're at about, correct me if I'm wrong, about $100,000 in sales in a year from giving this thing away. Is that right?
Yeah, just one thing. Yep.
Wild. You've just made this thing explode. I
Easy to
just didn't,
do.
yeah, I just thought, okay, this is a cool. So okay, what this thing is.
So basically, what
Tell
I
me what
do
this,
is
tell me
I'll
what you
go
do.
down to new businesses that are opening up or have recently opened up, and I'll basically, depending on the business, I'll be a customer. I'll go buy something, and then I will present this to them and shake their hand and say congratulations on your new business, and introduce myself, tell them what I do, hand them a business card, and generally I walk away with a list of things they need because they're new businesses. They need printing orders, they need even digital services. They're brand new, they need everything. So this is like a perfect um, way to get your foot in the door. They immediately trust you because you're going in person instead of emailing them, instead of calling them. If they're in person, you're buying what they sell. So now you're a customer, which they appreciate that. And then I'm giving them something for free. So there's literally no rejection.
Mm,
They have the biggest smile on their face. They say thank you so much. And I'll just show you one right here. So
yeah,
here's one I
please
just
do.
did. I don't
That's
know if you
it.
can see that too well. So it's this little 5x7 acrylic holder with a wood base, and on top it says tap here to go wherever you want. So you could go to a Facebook page, an Instagram page, a menu, a special offer. A lot of these businesses, they're brand new, so they don't have a huge following online. So this is the perfect way for they get excited because they're like, wow, now I can get some more likes from people that come in person and buy my, whatever they sell.
Or it could sign them up maybe to an email list or to a SMS
Yep.
list or something, wherever they
Yep.
want, whatever they
I've
want to
done
do.
one people to sign up for if they sign up they'll get a buy one get one free drink. I have signs
Yeah.
like that. I have signs that go to menus. Basically, wherever you think the business would see value, you can program the NFC chips to go wherever they want, and they're reprogrammable. So if they ever want to swap it out for another one, you can just go down and reprogram it for them, and just like that. So
This is
basically, the whole reason why I did this is because I don't have a lot of time because I have two twin 4 year olds. They're about to turn
I
4,
forgot you have twins.
and I just don't have the time to make all these calls, make all these emails, go visit people in person. And then I hate the stress of cold selling people. So you go down there and you're nervous, you got anxiety, they don't know who you are. That's true for any product. Any product you have to sell to another business, you have to go talk to business owners one way or another. There's no way around it. So I came up with this little idea to just give something away for free, and I can honestly say it's made me more confident in speaking with business owners. I have a significant amount less stress anytime I have to go talk to them. Even new ones I've never spoken to before. It just gives you a ton of practice and experience because they're going to ask you what you do, what your services are, in a conversational way. You're not pitching any of this stuff. You give them the sign. They'll ask you, well, "What else do you do?" And you can tell them. So you get to just practice pitching. Yeah,
Yeah,
there's no rejection
totally
at
different.
all. A lot of the fear comes you go down to a new business or any business to talk to them. Your heart's racing because you're like, they're going to reject it. So they're not going to want this. They've already talked to 10 other guys this month trying to sell the same exact thing I'm trying to sell. what makes me different. So this just lowers the barrier to entry. They immediately trust you. It's the perfect thing to do. And it doesn't have to just be this. I'm a huge advocate of giving away whatever you think is valuable that they'll find valuable. I give away other things too, like I invested in a 360 camera, so I give those away free sometimes too. It cost me $500. I go down to a place. I take it's kind of like those Zillow walkthrough tours or
Yeah.
Google Maps. So if somebody's got a nice restaurant or a gym, you can take this tour of the entire inside, and it's valuable for them because they can put it on their website, they can put it on social media, and then people who aren't customers can see this and tour the facilities,
Mm.
doctors' offices, things like that, where they want to show off, and it's a huge foot in the door. Like I gave one away to a gym. They want it, their other location. They want me to come back and do that. Um, there's just so many different things to give away. I've given away T-shirts, uh, and that it's netted me tons and tons of business.
I wish every marketer would have that same mindset, because I am always giving away stuff because it just comes back. It just totally comes
I
back.
definitely
You're
got that
giving
from
away
you.
something of value. It's really a business plan. Like, you're sitting there thinking, what can I give away that's real value? And I think where marketers get trapped sometimes is they say, oh, this would be a good idea, let me give away something. And then they're giving away like these,
It
they
doesn't
give
have the
away
cool
things
or
that
wow
aren't very
factor.
valuable. They're not valuable.
Yeah,
No one wants a 300
nobody cares
point
about
SEO
pens,
checklist
with
or
their name on it.
something that's free, or some like fluffed report of like, you ever get that kind of stuff in your emails? Like, I get that all
Right.
the
Yep.
time. Let me do a 600 point SEO checklist. I'll do it for free. And
Yeah.
something valuable and something
That's
physical, tangible.
complex. You got to explain what it is. This is so simple. They see it.
Yeah.
You can demonstrate it. Tap your phone to it. Show them what it takes them
Yeah.
right to their
So
Facebook
how
page or
does
their
this, if you
Instagram.
don't mind, is it okay if you just show us kind of what this thing is made, the tap signs? How are you
Okay.
making these? So if
So
someone's watching this, can they make them on their own?
yeah. So this is extremely easy to make. You can find all this on Amazon, every single piece. So if you just type in Amazon 5x7 acrylic stands, you'll have a whole bunch of
Mm.
options. You don't even need to do 5x7. You can do, other types. There's other styles. I picked this one because I like the wooden base. I thought it made it look more valuable. The only other thing you need to buy is the NFC stickers. So I get them on Amazon. I get a roll of like 100 of them for like I don't even know what it is. It's like $20, and then you just got to print the design. The design's easy. It doesn't have to be complex. Just throw the logo on, throw throw instructions at the top, tap right here, that sort of thing, and
What
then
what's that costing? What does that cost you to what is this going to cost someone to put together?
each sign. I went for a little more expensive uh, holder, the wooden base and everything, but you can find cheaper ones. But my cost is about $6 per sign, 5 or 6 bucks. You could get yours down to like $2 if you wanted to, if you wanted to get the real cheapo
Yeah.
ones. Um, I just throw I throw a few stickers on the along the back at the top. I'll throw 3 stickers here. That way, no matter where they press, it's going to activate.
Right. At
When I
such a
first
cheap
started doing
cost for
these,
these NFC
it
buttons.
is.
Yeah,
They're
it's
so cheap. You
okay.
can just throw a bunch on the back.
Yeah.
The first ones I did, I only put one on the back, and it was hit or miss. Like somebody might tap the side of the
Yeah.
sign, and it didn't have enough range. So ultimately, I just put 3 at the top, and no matter where they touch the top,
That's
it's gonna
wild.
activate.
I know if I was going to do that, I would think of the business I'm going to and what they may want on that, where they want it to go, an SMS list, a menu,
Exactly.
a whatever. You do a little bit of thinking of who you're going to talk to, whether you're going to a dentist or a restaurant, because they won't always know. Sometimes you have to connect the dots for them, that this could go here, this could
Right.
go there.
Yeah, it takes a
Right.
bit of research
Just thinking,
because
yeah.
I never go in blind. I always research because usually when a new business opens, there's a bunch of articles online. So you just search the new
Mm.
business and then put owner after, and usually you get a bunch of local news articles, so you can find the owner's name, usually a picture of what they look like. So when you actually go down
Yeah,
there,
you know what
you know
they
their name
right.
and you know what they look like, so you can spot them right
Yeah.
away if they're there, if they're not.
Yeah, that's a great. You've kind of packaged this up for someone. They could literally just start going on Amazon, getting these pieces, building
Yeah,
these signs for hardly anything and giving them away. But the money is in what they do once you give that. give this to them, you got no resistance because you're giving something away, but now they're asking you, what do you do? Right? That's where you're making the
Right.
money.
Exactly.
What
Right.
else do you do?
I think one of the very first ones I gave away, I hadn't lived here very long, and it was like a networking event at a new business. So I did a little research, I made a sign, and when I went down there, I gave it to the owner who was hosting the event, and she was ecstatic. And she got out pen and paper and started writing down after I explained what I do. She got out a pen and paper and started writing down all the stuff she needs
Hmm.
from her restaurant, and it was many thousands of dollars: uniforms, handmade signs, menus, table signs, just mugs with so many different things. Um, just from giving that away, that one sign, her alone, from giving away that one sign, has made me over $80,000
Jeez.
just from her, from all the different connections she's had,
Yeah.
from all the different people
Right.
she's introduced me to, all stemming from just giving away one of these
Giving away
signs.
one of these
And
signs.
that's basically the big takeaway is these signs open up so many doors.
Yeah. And
It's
even
unbelievable the
there's
amount of
people
people.
in the digital marketing too. And I don't talk a lot about digital marketing here, but if you were selling, I think if I was selling digital marketing, I would still be doing this just to get in the door because
Exactly.
it's getting you
I get
in.
a lot of digital work.
Right.
I did work for a boutique. I gave her one of the signs. I did her website. She just referred me to another business owner. I'm doing her website for 3 grand. So right there, just between the two websites, $6 sign brought me around 6 grand. Not to mention all the printing she's had me do over the last year. It's the amount of opportunities it brings. They just become your fan.
I love it. Yeah. Yeah. And there's what's crazy is there's still people that will be like, "Well, I'm not giving away $6 worth of stuff or something." It's just so stupid. Like there's the
I
cost of securing. If you could if you can invest, even if I don't know what is like out of how many are probably going to turn into a sale. It's got to be pretty high, right?
I
How,
think
out of
almost
10, if
every
I give
single
10 of
one.
these away, if the anyone gives 10 of these away, what can they probably expect? How many of them will turn into deals of some sort?
Well, I can say me personally, I'd have to double check, but I think almost every single one I've given away has
Hmm.
resulted in work,
Wow.
one way or another.
Right.
Whether it's from them directly there on at the moment when
Yeah.
I give it to them, later down the road from them, or from people they've referred to me.
Yeah, a referral, right.
So it all for
Insane,
me at least, it has always generated something.
right. It's a little ATM machine. It truly is ATM machine.
Yep.
I mean, you could probably give away depends on your business model, but I mean, you could give away 5, 10 of these things, 10 of them, and even if you got one deal out of 10,
Yeah.
you would be it's still highly in the profit.
You probably have the most success with new businesses.
Yeah, I like
But
that.
I
I
have
really
given
like
it to
that you
other
target new
businesses.
businesses, right.
Yeah. But I have given it to free things away to other businesses, and it's been the same way. So I think it just depends on what you're giving away to who. You got to do your research. Um, and I know, like years ago, and I think a lot of marketers fall into this where they don't have a lot of money. So to them, advertising is just cold emailing over and over again,
Yeah.
day in, day out. They don't want to talk on the phone, so they just cold email. And yeah, it can work, but I don't think that that's advertising in the sense that something like this
No.
is,
No.
where
Where you're
this is
just spending
really
some
inexpensive.
money and
Yeah, you're not spending money on your business like you're telling your clients to do. You're telling them to do XYZ to advertise. Meanwhile, you're just
you're
emailing
not.
people.
I
That's
know, I
all you're
hate
doing.
that. It's like, how can you be a
You've got to
marketer
invest in
and
yourself.
telling business owners to spend money when you won't? It's the
Yeah.
craziest thing. So many marketers are like so against spending money in marketing. They like totally against it. Like, but yet you're telling your prospects and your customers too. Yeah, completely. And I know, like you're saying, some people don't have the money. You're starting out from absolutely nothing, but at six, I think this is when if you're going to go in business and you're willing to put up your time, like you might as well just invest this money. Do 10 of these, invest 60 to $50 and build some cheap ones and give away $50 worth. You can probably get 10 of these signs out and see what happens.
Yeah, if you I don't have the time to do it, but if I was, doing this and I had all the time in the world, I would just do this day in and day out, all day long. Every new business that popped out within
You
like,
would be there.
I don't know, 25 miles, I'd be handing them
Yeah.
this. Um, yeah, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something.
Well, what's Kevin, what's you've given away so much, and I know you have a guide you've put together.
Yep.
Um, I don't really think you've held anything back, and I really appreciate that. Like some people would be like, "Oh, I'm not giving you the how to build this unless you buy something." You've really been really forthright, I guess is the word you've shared everything. But if someone wanted to pick up the guide you made, what would they get? Because you made this guide and kind of a blueprint plan.
So they're going to get detailed instructions on how to make these signs, detailed instructions on how to find new business owners
Mm.
specifically, or any business really, but I'm specifying, new ones. They're going to get 10 case studies showing how this has worked for me. Um, they're going to get a whole bunch of templates of the signs so they can edit as starting points.
How many templates,
And
if you don't mind me asking, how many templates? So they don't have
I
to make
don't,
them. So if you're thinking about picking this up, you want to take this on, you want to buy Kevin's guide, very reasonably priced. The description, by the way, is the link is in the description below. So just go down in the description. It's in there. I'll take you right to it. How many? But they don't have to make any graphics, right? You have the templates already made.
basically, they just got to swap out the logos or any relevant
Canva.
images. It's basically starting points, uh, different styles with starting points because you obviously you're not going to use the mock-up template or logos I have in there. And um, some of these signs aren't tap signs. Some of them are QR signs. So they would scan a QR code. I have some of those in there. So you just have to swap out the QR code. But yeah, I think there's like 10 templates
Dang.
total. There's also notes. I've referenced another book that I had read. So I had written notes for that book and I include that, all the notes for that. Um,
There's
and
nothing
basically, it's
better,
just,
Kevin. There's
but
nothing better than learning from someone who's just doing this one particular thing successfully. Like at the moment, you know? It's
right.
working right now. It's been working a year you've been doing this.
Yep.
And this wasn't just
And
created to sell a coaching or something. Like
no, no,
there's just so little of that available. Someone who's doing it every day. This is their hustle. It's working. They've got a good year experience. They know the ins
that's
and
why
outs.
I
It,
wanted to include all the case studies so people could see that it works. And they go, these giveaways have a lot of reach. It's not just to the business owner. Sometimes it's posted online and other people see it. I get work that way too. Um, I had actually put out a postcard that you printed offering free business cards, and a local gun manufacturer got the postcard and sent it to the IHEA of America all the way in Montana, and they saw my ad for 500 free business cards, and they reached out to me not for the free business cards, but because they wanted the quote for a million or a quarter million business cards that you printed and I delivered. That project stemmed from the giveaway concept on the
right,
postcard.
right.
So I
Yeah,
mean, it goes far and
250,000
wide.
business card.
Yeah,
Literally, I didn't know that was from a 500 free business card ad, and you get
yeah,
250,000.
yeah,
I'll take 250,000.
yeah.
Yeah, all from a 500.
Because the company in Montana was looking for a local printer out here to print them because the business cards went to the local gun company out here.
Oh, right,
So
right.
they had seen the postcard, sent it to them, and that's why they reached out.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's technically they said it's a million business cards, 250,000 a quarter. So
Yeah.
so
Yeah, so it's really a million business cards, right?
so
Split up.
there's 10 case studies just like this. They're all really really good. I personally I'm biased, but I think they're really good.
And this is all in about a year's time, right? About 1
Yep,
year's time.
almost exactly a year. And there's other deals that giant deals that I've sent quotes to that might go through. So the 100,000 in 1 year might go significantly up within the next week or two. Fingers crossed.
Do you think there's anything you're doing that no one could replicate? Like, I mean, this sounds so straightforward. I don't see anything that like only Kevin can do this. Oh, he's got the personality or something. Not really,
I mean,
right?
I don't think so. No, I mean, I'm just an average Joe. I think anybody can do this. It's inexpensive.
About to
It's
cut
easy to
this
do.
interview off and can't delete this thing. I don't have too many people taking our money here, Kevin. I do think if you're interested in this, go pick up his guide. It's the links in the description
I
below.
think it's definitely worth it, but you can definitely just take all the information I gave you and just run with it.
Anything else you want to add? I think that's amazing. I think that's everything. I mean, that like just lays out. I mean, you could get this stuff on Amazon and be within a week's time, within a few days, be out there and have money in
Right.
your hand like in a few days, right?
The doors it opens is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like giving away one, if you didn't give away one sign, you might be missing out on a significant amount of money. If I never gave that restaurant owner a sign, I wouldn't have, $80,000
eighty
plus
thousand
dollars.
dollars. Wild. I believe it.
One order was over 60 grand. Just one order. So I'm not saying that every business you go down to is going to have tens of thousands of dollars worth of work,
No, but they could
but
be
you're going to miss
hundreds,
so many opportunities if
thousands.
you don't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, and you never know when that big one's gonna pop off, and they're recurring.
exactly. Yeah,
There are people who
yeah,
recur. They run out of this, they need it again. They need
right. That
it's a recurring thing.
$65,000 order, after I delivered it, or I guess during the negotiations, I got 5 years with them for doing it. So for
Mm,
5 years, I'm going to be doing the same thing with them, which is a bulk t-shirts,
t-shirts, yeah, which
which
is
isn't the
another
guy I just
thing
want to
you
meet.
can really. I mean, a whole other topic, but it's something that you can really do, from home. Like it's a business that you can operate with low overhead and a few basic pieces of equipment and good suppliers. Incredible.
Yep.
Incredible what we can do today with just minimal resources, what we can put together. I love that you got these things just buying them from Amazon and giving them away. It looks
Yeah.
freaking great with the wood base. Yeah, it looks great.
This place just opened up a few weeks ago. It's an ice cream place. I'm not here. Let's see it.
Yeah.
This one is actually someone who wanted to buy one.
What do
So
you
I
set?
mean,
What
very
would be the
easy.
retail? What is the value of one of these? Before we go here, what's the
So
value?
the QR code versions I've been selling for 25 bucks, and the NFC chip versions, the tap sides, I've been selling for 35 bucks.
That's
Like one of
okay.
the
So if
people,
someone you give one away, and then let's say they want, oh, I want one for this, I want this, they want to buy a couple more. You're charging 25 to
I
thirty
that's what
five
I did.
dollars.
And when I gave one away to a local business, he was super happy, and then he immediately said, "How much for five?"
Yeah,
So I just randomly said 35 bucks, and he paid it. So that's my price.
right, right. I feel that's a pretty good because I would think that most people would think $40 to $50. So if you're selling them for 25, 35, that's like a great bargain. Like, it's like let's just do it. Right. So
Yeah, these go for a lot of money if you search for it online.
I'm
They go
sure.
for a lot of money.
Right. How often are people buying more signs? Is it just like once in a while they'll buy more signs?
Once in a while, yeah. It
Yeah.
depends on the establishment.
Yeah.
I think I could probably upsell like other versions, like a restaurant. I wouldn't put one of these on every table at the restaurant.
Yeah.
Maybe some table tents, same
Yeah.
concept.
Table tents, right?
And you can upsell the table tents.
Yeah. And you could
I
throw
just had
NFC
one.
tags on the table tents.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. On just paper table tents, right?
I just had one of my longtime customers just ordered one of these signs for another business that she's gifting to them. So I mean, people buy them, but mainly it's just a foot in the door. So they know who you are, they trust you, and it's easy to talk about other things once they know who you are.
I think there's a lot of people who wanna they want that side hustle. They want some other source of income but they don't want to commit. Like, I'm big in 9x12 system and stuff, but it requires a lot of commitment. You have to commit to selling a whole bunch of ads. There's a lot
Yeah.
of commitment, and so this removes all that. So someone who's just sitting there and like, I just want to try something, I just want to do something, and I'm nervous to
Yep.
talk to businesses, this I think would be a really great fit for that. Just try it and see what
Yeah.
goes. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna invest $60 and make a bunch of these signs, and I'm just gonna strategically give them away to new businesses and see what happens.
if you have a day job, this is a perfect side hustle.
Yeah.
I mean, really.
Yeah, on a weekend or an afternoon or on your way home, you can just stop by and give the thing away.
Yeah.
I mean,
And then maybe you get some big deals like I did,
yeah.
and then you can just quit your job.
Yeah. Yes. Oh my god, it's so good. Okay, that's it. I wanna keep it snappy so people aren't intimidated by the length of the podcast, but,
Yep.
man, I appreciate it so much,
Oh, thank you so
Kevin.
much for having me
Everyone
on
should
again.
buy this guy just to support you, man. Freaking more
Get
diapers,
out there. The deals are
diaper
out
freaking
there.
for we
All right. Thanks for having me.
yeah, anytime.